if I catch you at the store, I'ma blow on you, nigga. Pause. You know I got that fucking chop. With the extendo fit the mop. Damn, I'm fucking up like shit. Let me bring it back and smack that dick. What the fuck? Champion sucks dick. I'm not playing that shitty ass champion. No thanks.
A man wakes up in an
Oh shoot. Yo chat, I'm gonna quiz you guys by the end of this video. I will quiz you. Make sure you're taking notes.
A man wakes up in an unremarkable parking lot in Germany, which 74 years prior was known as Führerbunker, where the Nazis' top brass in World War II waited out their final days. He's got a splitting headache, almost like he'd been shot in the head, and a strange little toothbrush mustache. The year is 2022, and Adolf Hitler has just come back to life. We can say for certain after his headache fades away, the next thing he'll feel is utter confusion. The world in 2022 looks incredibly different than it did in 1945 in pretty much every conceivable way. The fashions have changed, social attitudes have evolved, there's been another global pandemic, and technology has advanced dramatically. So before he could react to anything specific to his own personal views...
just imagine waking up like, Lily, bro, you would actually probably like fucking freeze at the side of a phone or like a new car, but that would actually be like fucking terrifying, bro. No, like you have no knowledge of new technology, bro. That should be crazy.
Probably be pretty overwhelmed by the appearance of electric cars, flat screen TVs, and smartphones. Bro. It would take quite some time for him to get used to the fact that most people have tiny computers in their pocket that function as phones and an access point to the entire knowledge of our species. Once he recovered from the shock of absorbing all the technological changes of the last 7 decades or so, Hitler would be pretty upset with just about everything he saw and learned about the state of the country he used to run. At the end of World War II, his last glimpse at Germany, the country was in ruins. Its ports and railroads had been decimated by bombs, the population had been wiped out by war and his own genocides alike, and it seemed as if it might never recover. Now, Germany is considered to be a thriving and widely trusted nation on a global scale. Though Hitler would likely be glad to see his homeland doing well, he would be furious about everything else the nation was doing, and has been doing since his death. First, he would see that the flag being flown by the nation of Germany has changed in his absence. When the Nazi Party rose to power in 1933, the traditional black, red, and gold German flag was discarded, and 2 new national flags were chosen. A black, red, and white flag, and the horribly recognizable swastika flag of the Nazi Party. In 1935, the shift toward Nazism was made complete, and the swastika flag took its place as the nation's only official flag. After the fall of the Third Reich and the end of Hitler's regime, the flag
Sagee4 I've been learning how to say gyat in Japanese, but my teacher is from Ohio and biggest bro is not fucking with that. His jit is smoking that Zaza and sipping lean.
Yo, Twitch, this is by no means offensive to any groups of people, religious reasons. This is for educational purposes. Feel me? Speak. I'm home. I didn't see a package. I'm quite busy right now, babysitting a dog while live streaming. My nigga, it's gonna stay there, the dude. Like, I'm doing some shit right now. Did it say delivered? Okay, if it ain't say delivered, that means it's not her. Okay, call them and ask if it's delivered. I'm gonna check. Bye. I'm checking right now. Type shit. I just checked the jump. Y'all said that y'all not here, bruh. The connection is Comfort. Can you hear me? Hello? Comfort.
Was returned to its original black, red, and gold self. This marked the end of the darkest period in Germany's history, and it would make...
What, man? Bro, I just told you I just checked it though, bro. And you heard my phone break up, bro. What do you want, bro? I'm busy. Why couldn't you ask me like 2-3 hours ago, bro? Why, when I click go live, you people always find some reason to bother me? Get him up, LA. I checked already, Comfort. Leave me alone. Please. I checked the, where else, what the fuck? I checked the fucking doorstep. Oh my God, cover you. Please. Okay, then they'll be waiting for you there when you get there. Like, what, bro? Cause stop. You're not serious, bro. I'll talk to you later. No, it's not there. No, it's not your room. It's not their front door. No, I'm not lying. Bye. My nigga, they have all day to talk to me. Like, I generally don't get it. It's like, bro, you would think my own family is stream sniping me, bro. They have all day to bother me or harass me. It's always when I click go live, niggas want to bother me. Jesus.
Hitler absolutely furious. This is far from
I've even been unimmersed. I don't even know what we're watching anymore. I'm unimmersed. What the fuck are we watching? What if Adolf Hitler woke up in the 21st century? Like, what? The fuck are we watching, bro?
Which Germany has attempted to undo the damage done by the Nazi Party, both to itself and to the world at large. In March of 2015, Chancellor Angela Merkel discussed the lingering effects of the war on the nation's identity, saying, "We Germans will never forget the hand of reconciliation that was extended to us after all the suffering that our country had brought."
Not gonna lie, bro. This one's not immersive, bro. Not gonna lie, bro. What if we watch one like on a crazy serial killer? Wow. I've already watched a few of their jumps, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I already watched a few of them. And I already know about the story of Ted Bundy. I actually learned about this guy. Do you guys know who Ted Bundy is, chat? Do you guys know who, bro, this nigga was... Look, I learned about him like last week. Bro, this nigga. We watched it. I watched Ted shit about... I didn't watch it with you guys. Maybe you guys watched it with like somebody else. I don't remember watching these videos with you guys. Did I? Last week, yeah, literally last week, my nigga. Like I was binge watching this nigga's videos, bro. Like, as you can see, bro. Like I was yeah. Oh my God. Yo, what the fuck was that thumbnail? Yo, so which one y'all want to watch? So are we watching like which one? You guys want to watch the Ted Bundy one? Jeffrey Dahmer, like Mansa Musa. What you know about that little Mansa Musa, boy? What you know about that little Mansa? Why I type in Nasu? Hey, that nigga Nasu rich too, nigga. That nigga for Nasu rich too, nigga. Death Row Vids, bro. Y'all want to watch some crazy shit, bro. Oh, the richest man to ever live. Okay, let's watch this, chat. This is more appealing. Let's go. This is the richest man to ever touch this planet.
When you think of billionaires, you probably think of the people who are on the TV all the time, the barons of industry and kings of tech who are controlling more and more of the world every day. But who actually is the richest today? And are they truly the richest people who ever lived? Or was there someone in the past who was much richer? Bill Gates took a long time to build his fortune, growing his computer company Microsoft into the top name in home computers since it was founded in the mid-70s, and it's paid off big time, with Bill having a current estimated net worth of $124 billion.
Jesus.
But some younger and hungrier...
Bro, all you would have to do, Bill, bro, just give me like $1 million out of that, bro. Niggas won't complain, bro. Like, damn. You got billions on billions, bro. A small little million not gonna hurt you. Throw my way, bro. Fuck.
Billionaires have recently knocked him out of the top spot that he held for so long. If you shop online or stream online or use the internet basically at all, then you've probably made some money for Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. He's made his company an indispensable part of everyday life, and that's made him the current title holder as the world's richest man with a net worth of just under $180 billion.
I can say just under 100, like there's some small numbers, some shit, bro. Do you know, bro, generations upon generations. Bro, his children's kids, children's cousins, friends, children's dogs, neighbors, cousins gonna eat that money, bro. Them niggas gonna be rich forever, bro. Them niggas gonna be rich for, bro. How do you even, bro? You could get robbed for like fucking 300 million and still be rich, bro. Like, nigga, them niggas gonna be rich forever, bro. Oh!
But he may not be in the top spot for long due to a wild card. Elon Musk is probably the most colorful billionaire today, as the Tesla and SpaceX CEO frequently is capturing headlines for his controversial tweets or appearing on Saturday Night Live. But Tesla exploded in popularity in 2020, giving him a net worth of over $150 billion and briefly giving him the #1 spot. But an unlikely rival might be the tortoise to their hair, Bernard Arnault, the French chairman and CEO of Louis Vuitton, heads up the largest luxury goods company in the world. But it's his canny investments that have made him and his family among the wealthiest in the world.
He got all the black rappers.
Got all the black rappers
and fucking.
He doesn't get his rivals headlines, but he is consistently battling for the top spot with them. And at one point, even sat at the top of the list. But just because one takes the top spot doesn't mean they stay there. Today, most of these billionaires' wealth is tied up in their stock holdings, which mean they're subject to the whims of the market. An ill-advised statement, a proposed law from an angry senator, or some bad press for the company can send the stock tanking, and their bank account with it. They, along with Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg, are the only people with net worths above $100 billion. But when you look at history, it's a very different story. In actual dollar amounts, no one has ever reached these sums before. But that's because inflation has made prices rise and the value of dollars less than ever. When adjusted, history has played host to some people who were far richer than anything even today's titans of tech could dream of. These men ran powerful monopolies. They were emperors of industry, and in some cases, literal empires. Instead of their wealth being mostly in volatile stock holdings, they held massive amounts of hard goods and land. These were the actual richest men who ever lived in all of human history. Inventing the most popular electric car.
Bro, if you just have that type of money, bro, just imagine, bro. Wake up, tell your butler, just prepare 3 goats, bro. Just a plate of rice, some stew, maybe some malt on the side with some cold water. 3 goats. I wouldn't complain. Fuck, man. Life will be so stress-free, bro. I can only imagine.
Car made Elon Musk an icon. So imagine the wealth of the man who invented the most popular car, period. Henry Ford, the founder of the Ford Motor Company, turned the car into something the everyman could afford in the early 20th century, instead of just a luxury good. His most significant innovation may have been the assembly line method of production, which made his cars much faster and cheaper to produce, and in turn cheaper to buy. Not only did he have an adjusted net worth of just under $200 billion, but his company is still one of the dominant names in the automobile industry today. But halfway around the world, another man dwarfed his wealth. Mir Osman Ali Khan wasn't a businessman, he was a ruler. The last Nizam of the Hyderabad state, the ruler of a powerful region in British India, he ruled as a mostly independent monarch who technically answered to the British Empire, but was able to amass a huge fortune all the same. The key to his massive wealth? The Golconda Mines, which happened to be the only place in the world at the time where diamonds could be found. If you wanted a diamond, the ultimate status symbol, you had no choice but to go through Mir Osman Ali Khan. Not only did he have an adjusted net worth of $210 billion, but he was wealthy enough that he could use the huge Jacob diamond as a paperweight. But back in America, 2 men proved that there were things more valuable than diamonds. As America entered the industrial age, one of the biggest businesses became construction. And at the end of the 19th century, one man stood to revolutionize the industry. Andrew Carnegie's expansion of the American steel industry made him one of the most powerful and richest men in the world, and he soon had major investments in the railroad and oil industry. An aggressive investor who had holdings around the world, he eventually sold his steel company and devoted the rest of his life to philanthropy. His article, The Gospel of Wealth, is still read today by civic-minded billionaires. When his wealth was at its peak, its adjusted net worth was over $310 billion. But it was almost all gone by the time he passed away in 1919, having been given to charities and foundations, many of which still remain operational today thanks in no small part to his contributions. But he wasn't even the most powerful American baron of industry. Even today, the Rockefeller name is associated with wealth, and it all comes back to one thing: oil. John D. Rockefeller, the founder and chairman of the Standard Oil Company, started out as a bookkeeper and worked his way up to controlling 90% of all the oil in the U.S. at a time when oil was...
Bro, what happened to my nigga Mansa Musa, bro? Like, nobody asked about these other niggas, bro. What's up with my nigga Mansa Musa, bro? What's up with my nigga Mansa Musa, bro?
Primary light source before electricity had become mainstream. His company was so massive that in 1911, the Supreme Court ordered that it be broken up into 34 separate companies, some of which remain the most powerful oil companies in the world. Rockefeller's fortune grew to a staggering estimated total of over $400 billion when adjusted for today, and his heirs remain power brokers.
Bro, niggas wouldn't even know what to do with all that money, bro. Like, that's just too money for your own good, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Even serving as vice president. The 19th and 20th centuries brought the first industrial power brokers, but they still weren't even the richest ever. No, it was in eras long since gone by that had the richest people who ever lived. In 15th century...
If I get that type of money, bro, I'm starting farms, bro. You know what I'm saying? For various reasons, bro. I'm starting farms, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get some crops going and shit. Feel me? Sorry, get some little far.
Germany, Jacob Fugger's father was a successful merchant, but the son would attain riches the father could never dream of. A combination of the textile trade with Italy, investments in the banking and mining sectors, and a marriage to German nobility allowed Fugger to become one of the wealthiest industrialists in history.
That nigga's last name was Fugger? Nah, that's crazy. Jacob Fugger. Fugger. You little bugger. You know what the fuck you are, Fugger.
He made savvy deals with the most powerful royal families in Europe, even engineering the election of a Holy Roman Emperor who favored him. That led him to a massive fortune that's estimated to be between $400 and $500 billion today.
Bitch, don't fucking disrespect my name. It's Fapahunda, bro. Say it correctly like I said his Fugger name correctly, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you talk about.
A record that may never be beaten by a businessman, and was estimated to be a shocking 2% of all of Europe's gross domestic product at the time. But there's still one way to get richer than even the richest businessman: be a ruler. In the era that we now look back on as the transition from BC to AD, there was no more powerful position than the ruler of the Roman Empire. All of these emperors were wildly wealthy, as their palaces showed, but no emperor was richer than Augustus. Rising to power at the conclusion of a chaotic era for Rome, following the death of Julius Caesar, with many battles over succession, Augustus's 41-year reign came to be known as Pax Romana, a golden peaceful era for Rome. And he brought that era to many areas of the world, massively expanding the empire and conquering many rivals. There's no way to know exactly how wealthy he was, but some experts estimate his adjusted wealth at over $4 trillion, though that number has an asterisk beside it because much of that wealth came from conquering and owning all of Egypt. But even Emperor Augustus would stare in envy at the wealth of the richest man who ever lived. It was the end of the 13th century, and while Europe was still in the medieval period, Africa was full of thriving kingdoms that controlled the many trade routes across the Saharan desert. One of the most powerful of these kingdoms was the Mali Empire, which stretched from the west coast of Africa to modern Timbuktu. While the empire had many emperors before, the one who became famous worldwide for his wealth was known as Mansa Musa. He was wildly ambitious, and it paid off. When Mansa Musa ascended to the throne as the 10th emperor of the Mali Empire, it already consisted of parts of 5 modern countries. He quickly conquered 24 cities and their surrounding areas, and he knew an opportunity when he saw it, and that opportunity was under the ground. Under Musa, the Mali Empire stepped up its mining efforts considerably, and they discovered the largest stores of gold in the world at the time, along with a massive supply of salt. These were 2 of the most valuable resources in the world at the time, and together, they made the Mali Empire one of the world's biggest trading partners. How wealthy was Mansa Musa? He was so rich he could single-handedly affect the world economy. Musa was a devout Muslim, and one of the most important religious duties for any Muslim who's able to is to make a pilgrimage to Mecca. When Musa set out on his journey in 1324, he was accompanied by a group of over 70,000, but he also brought along a small portion of his massive riches. His 12,000 slaves each carried 4 pounds of gold bars, and his heralds each had a gold staff, while his animals all bore bags of gold dust. Along his journey, he shared his wealth with everyone he met, giving the gold bars to the poor and trading gold for interesting items. He would also give—
How crazy is that? Having slaves and then giving to the poor? Like, the irony in that is fucking insane. Good evening, mother. Oh no! Oh yeah, yes. We thank God that I didn't fall asleep. I started my stream up. Yeah, I'm just streaming right now. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. She's sleeping on the bed. Yeah. 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 Appreciate it, Mom. Love you. Bye. I had told my mom that, like, if anybody called me sleeping during the day, if they could just wake me up, bro. Bro, that's how bad the sleeping schedule shit was, bro. That's how bad it was. So she was just calling me to make sure I wasn't sleeping at this time. So yeah. Back to the video.
Give communities the gold they needed to build mosques, but generosity can have a surprising downside. Gold was one of the main currencies in use at the
King
time,
Von
and
Rap's
the
first
local
serial
economies
killer?
were not
I
equipped
think I watched
for
that
such
video,
a sudden,
actually.
massive influx of the precious
watch
metal.
it again.
The cost of gold was devalued from the sudden appearance of so much all at once, leading to the cost
I've
of
been
other
watching it on
items
stream.
rising, causing major economic problems along Musa's route. After his pilgrimage
3
to
hours
Mecca was
long? Okay, I
complete,
definitely
Mansa
watched that
Musa
very-
and his entourage
'cause he had
returned
like
home
3
the way they
documentaries.
came and were shocked at the impact they saw from their display of wealth. He wound up borrowing back all the gold his entourage could carry at high interest to try to repair the local economies and maintain the Mali Empire's good name. While there have been fabulously wealthy people before, Mansa Musa may be the only one to single-handedly derail a sector of the economy. He may have been the richest man to ever live, but just how wealthy was he? Modern estimates place his net worth at over $400 billion, mostly in gold and salt assets, which is more than any modern businessman has reached. But while this is a rough estimate, many historians say his actual net worth may be incalculable. Combining the land he held with the gold and other resources he owned puts him high on the charts. But there's no way of knowing just how much of those resources remained in the ground. He controlled much of the world's gold supply, and many experts believed he may have been a multi-trillionaire and certainly the richest man ever in solid assets. But is he likely to keep that title? It's unlikely that anyone will ever.
Don't worry, chat. Give me like 20 years, bro. I'm about to be the richest nigga ever to walk this planet, feel me? Nigga, I'm finna be dripping my goats down into this diner and Fendi and Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton, nigga. You finna see me walking down with 3 goats wearing straight gold and Prada, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Niggas gonna know, nigga, the Fapaunda family was the people to break the barrier, to break it of the richest man in life. Just wait on it. Walk into your mud house. That's pretty fucking ironic. Can't be fucking vine swinging. Oh, you know, bro. Don't make me fucking tear with my own fucking body, you little piece of shit. Don't make me tear with my own fucking Bobby bitch ass, nigga. Won't come in my section to disrespect me, you little bastard. Where your stream at, nigga? Where your stream at, nigga? Look at the whole cool down. Nigga, cool down is crazy.
Top his wealth in solid assets, given how wealth has shifted to being determined by shares held in the stock market. But today's billionaires are among the wealthiest people who ever lived, and for most of them, their wealth is only
Make
growing.
Cam one of your servants? I mean, he damn near was already. Y'all remember when I was playing that one game? Get canceled game, and Cam appeared as one of my typewriter servants. Y'all remember that? That shit was funny as fuck. That nigga was working overtime with no pay, nigga.
As new innovations make their companies even larger, could any of them grow to the level of historical
I gotta
billionaires and
find out what VOD that was,
The
bro.
outlook is cloudy. Bill Gates and Bernard Arnault are considered to be too cautious to more than double their net worth, as they've proven long-time business models that they're unlikely to shake up. Elon Musk, meanwhile, may be a bit too much of a risk taker. While any one of his big ideas could send his stock price skyrocketing, it's just as likely that his next tweet.
No wonder this nigga trying to go to Mars, bro. If he terraform Mars and shit, and basically claim it as his own with all his asses and shit, bro, wouldn't he be known as one of the richest niggas, or if not the new richest nigga, bro? Like the first nigga to terraform and take over Mars type shit, bro. Feel me? Damn, maybe that's why he's trying to go to Mars, bro. That's crazy when you think about it.
Tweet would tank it, but Jeff Bezos is another story. His company Amazon has
Okay,
grown by more than
I want to
a
learn
third
about
every
planets,
year
bro.
for the last 5 years. When
It's
the world
science
was turned
time,
upside
chat.
down in 2020, he was ready to step into the chaos, and his home delivery services became indispensable when most people didn't want to leave their homes. At his current rate of growth, experts believe he could become the world's first trillionaire in only 5 more years. And from there, who knows? If the government doesn't step in, the title of richest man to ever live could one day have a new title holder. For more on the world of the fabulously wealthy, why not watch Millionaires versus
What the fuck is
Billionaires?
that?
How do they live? And check.
Kurt, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
He gets up in the morning when he feels like
Kyrgyzstan. Why the fuck you pronounce that?